Home sweet home. Welcome to Penticton, Okanagan Valley. No, I'm not going home. I'm just blowing right through. I thought about it. I'm looking at the time going, do I have time to stop at home, take a shower, say hi to Jess, pick up Jess? Like, if I do that, I probably won't make my delivery today. So I guess we'll just blow right through. Figured it'd be a little bit of a different video. Get to see Skaha Lake over here. And Okanagan Lake after we get through Penticton. Is that raindrops? In Penticton? No. Not a lot of people behind me. In fact, just one. I'll stay in this lane, give them opportunity to pass. If there was a bunch of people behind me, I would stick to the left lane. Penticton Airport on our left hand side here. Love people know how to use their blinkers.
Turn left to the traffic light.
Might need to top off their blinker fluid. Oh, their blinker turned on. It does work. It does work. Channel Parkway, or Highway 97, whichever you want to call it, but drive along the channel. Got a bunch of utility trailers on the back. So it is 9:55 a.m. March 31st. Thursday. Most of the time I record the bonus video on a Thursday. Usually gives me enough time I can edit it that night, so I should be able to edit this video tonight and give you guys the bonus video on the weekend. There's an airplane coming in for a landing. That might be too small for you guys to see. But Kenworth dealership here on the right hand side, bringing it there this weekend for a safety inspection. Canadian Tire right there. That's where I bought the new battery for my motorcycle last weekend.
Going into this one, but there's a sign on it.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Penticton golf course here on the left. I'm not a golfer myself, but it looked like a beautiful golf course. was Penticton, where I live. For now. And here is Okanagan Lake. Plus 7.5 degrees Celsius. It was below minus 3 Celsius today morning when I woke up by Dry Falls in Washington. I shot a video of this very recently driving through here, so you guys are likely going to see another video. I'm not sure if you guys seen this video already or if it's upcoming, driving along Okanagan Lake. So I had to dust off the textbooks, my math textbooks. Okay, I had to Google it, but I'm like, what's the equation again? So I've got these trailers on the back, these utility trailers, and I need to know how high they are, but I could not measure on a straight line up and down. I had to measure at an angle. The way the trailers are loaded, so I measured that distance at an angle, then I measured the distance from the bottom, basically that L shape, right? Measure that straight down from where I was measuring on the top and measured that distance. So I knew the angle distance and the bottom distance. Now I just need to do the math to figure out what the straight down distance is. So that's my number squared plus x squared equals my bottom number squared. I'm like, I think I remember how to do this. I Googled, I'm like, is this the right equation to use? And I'm like, I haven't used math. I haven't looked at geometry since, high school days. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's my math. Ended up with a measurement of 4.239 meters. We're legally allowed to go to 4.15, so I'm definitely over height. So I just got a basic permit, which $30 for that permit for a month. I don't pay the $30, that the boss pays for the $30 a month. So I got that basic permit. It gives you so much over width you're allowed, or so far over length and over height you're allowed. My dispatch actually did not know that. I'm like, just give me my basic British Columbia oversized load permit and I'll be good, because that allows us to go to 4.3 meters tall, and I'm 4.239 meters, so that basic permit will cover me for over height. So I've got that in my email. I didn't bother printing it out, but it's in my email. Got my permit. Drove through the first scale in Cleveland and no issues there. They just go right through. I've got one more scale in Kamloops or Vernon, whichever way I decide to go. But light load, the connector highway will be shorter and faster. So guess what? In 2 weeks from now, you guys get to see the connector highway. And it'll be a Thursday video as well, so a little less than 2 weeks from now. I will shoot a connector highway. It's a boring highway. I never shoot it because it's boring, but it occurred to me I've never shot it. At least I can't remember shooting the video, so. The connector highway is what connects the Okanagan to the highway through hell. It connects basically West Kelowna Peachland to Merritt. Or you could say it connects Highway 97 to Highway 5. Well, I didn't think that through, did I? I'm gonna hit the connector before we get to our hour in the bonus video. You know what? Maybe I'll just start the video while we're still shooting this video. And there'll be an overlap. I've done that before. It worked. It's a little complicated editing it, but didn't have to come to a complete stop. I'll go through all of those gears. swear duct tape is holding that fender on that trailer. If duct tape doesn't fix it, you're just not using enough duct tape.
Okay.
Cookie Monster, you're kind of falling over there.
This is, and then drop down onto that low road and get it into where it goes. Oh yeah.
Still 70, it's still 70, it's still 70. Everybody goes 100 here, it's still 70. Okay, 100. Whew. Such a hard time not speeding in that little bit. Still Okanagan Lake. Okanagan Lake, like I always try to mention it because people ask. Basic Okanagan Lake goes all the way from Penticton to Vernon. Spend a solid 2 hours driving along Okanagan Lake. And there's no dam that blocks off the lake. It's all natural. It's a natural lake. I mean, there is a small dam in Penticton, and there's a small dam in Bouquet Falls. They help regulate the height of the lake.
Trying to knock stuff off the bottom of your bucket.
Help reduce flooding and stuff, but the lake was there long before those dams showed up.
Granite, right?
Yeah, if you guys like to hear the truck working hard on a steep climb, Connector Highway will do it, even though we have a nice little light load, really light load, almost empty. The truck will work hard climbing that hill. We're not going to be able to do speed limit. In fact, my small Toyota Tacoma with a 6-cylinder in it has a hard time doing speed limit up that climb. Man, what a gorgeous day over here. It's partially cloudy, but still just gorgeous. Kind of nice when it works out like this. I'll show you how beautiful the Okanagan is. That's a reason why the housing is so expensive. Everybody wants to live here. That's the VHF radio, not the CB radio. VHF. I cannot adjust the squelch, whatever it's called, on this VHF. What we get is what I get. Yeah, it's a nice little red Mini with a white roof. I'm not sure where this guy passed me. We both fueled up in Omak. I definitely left Omak before he did. Maybe in Orville, when I stopped to get all my paperwork in order to cross the border. That squeaking was the CB radio. Somewhere far away, someone's talking on the CB. Actually, they could be fairly close. CB radio in the mountains does not travel far. That's why we use the VHF. VHF is a much stronger signal in the mountains. Well, I'm seeing the connector highway already, but it's way out to the right-hand side. Just a little line up in the mountains. Once it's kind of straight in front of us, I'll point it out. In the hill, way in the background. Mountain. Don't call them hills. These are all mountains. Every single hill you see here, they're all mountains. Made that mistake when I first moved here. They're mountains.
bucket in.
But basically, look for a rock cut, a straight line about a third of the way up the mountain. Historic Peachland. So right there in front of us, that mountain there, see a line cut. If you go far enough to the right, you actually see a V cut. We're going to climb up that V and then turn around and climb up through these mountains towards the left. I don't know, it might be too far away to see unless you're watching on a big screen TV at 4K. Yeah, that mountain right ahead of us. In fact, I saw a glinting of cars driving on top of it. The sun reflecting off of windshields. I don't know how long it takes to go over that mountain. It might be longer than an hour video. There's 2 breaks to checks. We'll see. If the video becomes too long, I might cut it to 2 separate ones. Hopefully I've got enough room on my memory card to get it all in. All things I hadn't thought about. He doesn't look like he's super heavy, but definitely heavier than I am. That is annoying. was scanning through all the channels that are programmed into it. Popular place for truckers to pull over. I guess maybe they go to the A&W for coffee. I'm not sure. Alright guys, I'm going to keep recording the video so we'll have overlap. So you guys will get the first 15-20 minutes of the connector here. And I'll start the video for Thursday in 2 weeks from now. Right about now. Good morning, everyone. It is 10:32 a.m. March 31st, Thursday, exactly 2 weeks ago for you guys. We are on Highway 97 and about to turn off onto 97C, called the Connector Highway. It's what connects the Okanagan Valley, which we're right along Okanagan Lake right now, connects the Okanagan Lake to the highway through hell. Beachland, West Kelowna connected to Merritt. Highway 97 connected to Highway 5. However you want to put it. .5 degrees Celsius. I should turn my radio off. I mean, they've been fairly polite so far, but turn it off anyway. Don't want to risk it. You can always tell on the radio if a local trucker is driving over the connector or somebody that's not local, because if the trucker calls it Highway 97C, they're not local. If they're calling it the connector, they're local. Time to give this truck a bit of a workout. It's a long, long climb. We get a little dip before the big climb, but we get a long climb here now. Got a really light load of utility trailers. Well, they're more like horse trailers, animal trailers. They've got, you know, side windows and stuff. Goodbye, Okanagan. Kilometers. Okay, hammer down. On the right hand side you'll see some burnt trees and stuff. Forest fire came through here last summer. Burnt down some of the trees, but it looks like a lot of them have survived. At least over here anyway. So down to the left of us down here is Peachland. We just drove through. On the left there, that building was a visitor center that I've never seen open. They're doing some construction on it, so maybe they'll actually have the visitor center open. That'd be nice. All right, the real climb starts. We'll be in this climb for quite a while. It's the second highest pass in BC. Kootenai Pass is the only one that's higher elevation pass than this one. .06. Gotta keep an eye on those numbers. I am over height. I am 4.239, so 4.24 I'm gonna look for. 424. Any numbers lower than that number, I gotta watch out for. But I suspect there'll be none of those along this route. Oh, there's a campground down there. Fairly large campground. Cabins as well. You guys probably can't see it, but it's straight down to my right hand side. U-turn route, Paradise Valley. Getting some more raindrops. Fully loaded chip truck. Super B. I'm working as hard as I can, and we're doing 100 kilometers per hour. Probably getting 105 here. I'm actually doing this climb a lot faster than I thought we would. I've got a boot on the road. I turned the radio back on. I just want to hear people talk about the road conditions just in case there's something up ahead. Yeah, fully loaded Super B. You'll be climbing this hill probably between 30 and 40 kilometers per hour. Might even drop a little lower than that. We're at 85 kilometers right now. And we're so light, you could almost consider us empty. 80 kilometers. Yeah, with a full load, this trip would take at least twice as long. Maybe not, but the climb would take more than. The climb would take 3 times as long, but the rest of the road's not too bad. I think this is a boring highway. You guys let me know if it's not a boring highway. I predict you guys will be bored by the end. Silver Creek chain up area. Looks like there's some trucks in there. I'm not chaining up. Could just be taking a break or might even sleep there overnight. Yeah, we're cruising on this. This is nice. I thought we would struggle more, but we are light. So we're back up to 100, 101. Steeper section. Starting to have some more snow show up on the side of the mountain. Let's see what the temperature does as we climb. We're at 7 degrees Celsius, so it's not dropping too fast. Here's the Brenda Mine chain up area. It's definitely a much longer climb than the highway through hell. On these steeper sections, we seem to be doing about 80, 85 in there. Brenda Mine chain up area, called Brenda Mine chain up area because that white line in front of us is Brenda Mine. It's not an active mine, but it used to be a mine. And that's a man-made mountain that's right in front of us. It's kind of hard to see where the line is between the snow and the sky, but that's a mountain covered in snow. It is snowing. It's definitely snowflakes coming down. 5 degrees Celsius. Hey members, thanks for getting a sneak peek to the big climb. You guys looking forward to seeing the full video? I'm shooting 2 videos at the same time for those of you that are watching this on Thursday. So yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting me, members. I'm out of here. You guys rock.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Nom, 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 nom.
Thank you.